So I prepared.
You hit the button.
I hit the button. That's what I did. I prepared.
Some words. I think it's. What's the battery?
Yeah, it's the connection.
Closer.
Maybe I just have to yell.
No, you're good there.
Right there.
There you go.
I like that. Yeah. So I prepared some words last night at about midnight. I had probably a month to do this, and I didn't do it because it's kind of difficult.
Gonna go
A little further over here. So I've known Sam since I think we were about 3 years old. Our parents went off watching us at the end of the day after preschool. And so we had a lot of adventures together at an early age. Sam was a really wild kid. He was responsible for knocking over numerous stools as we sit and eat our after-school snack. Just couldn't really sit still. There was one time we rode down the road above my parents' place up in Cedar Ridge in a little red wagon. It was Sam's idea. But anyway, we ended up going off the side of this embankment, and he was yelling to hold on, and that was right about the time that I jumped off, and he went about 30 feet further down into this ravine and landed in a manzanita bush. I think that was probably the only time I saw him cry growing up. He was hurting from that. Yeah, we've been good friends until now. We're still good friends. Yeah, he was an extremely kind guy. He'd give his shirt off his back for anybody. Loved everyone unconditionally. It didn't matter who you were or what you believed, well, almost. He would still talk with you and support you, and he was really strong-headed, extremely stubborn. He loved to argue a lot. We worked together for a couple of years before he joined the Army, doing construction. I feel pretty bad for all those clients that we did work for, honestly. I hope they'll forgive us someday. Yeah, just remembering one time, telling our boss that, we could weld this fence together because we had to weld a fence. And right after the boss left, I was like, Sam, have you ever welded? I haven't welded. It's like, no, man, but how hard can it be? We can figure it out. And so anyway, that evening we're headed over to the library to check out books on how to weld. And we bought some rod and got some gloves and welding mask. And so the next day we got started, and we just ended up with this huge molten pile of fencing after about 4 hours. And then we had to call our boss and tell him to hire a welder and that we'd failed for the day. But he was so confident that was really the thing, is his confidence really worked to his advantage a lot of the time. He was a great leader. He had a great motivator of people, and just a good friend. And I know that I guess a long time ago, we kind of made this pact that whichever one of us, passes first. We were in our 20s having this existential conversation, and like whichever one of us passes first, the other one's gonna have to get up and say some words at his memorial. And so I'm pretty sad that it went the way that it did, but also I can rest easy knowing that he's not gonna, screw mine up. So. But anyway, I love that man, and I guess he's with all of us now. I'm gonna miss him a lot. Love you, buddy.